Hi, my name is Phil Grande, and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Unfolding of the Market Crash. Wow, I'm going to tell you, Powell gave us a gift this Thursday. He let us into his mind. No matter how small it was, we got in there. It's about the size of a thumb. So he said something strange this week. It shocked me. He said, you know what? I'm going to stop printing money to buy treasuries to keep the interest rates low, to keep the yields low, which is what drives the big tech stocks for the last 13 years. All of a sudden, he's going to stop driving the big tech stocks? Why all of a sudden has he decided to do this? Well, the reason is because, remember, they've been printing all this money since 2008. And what have we been doing? The dollar's been getting weak. And so what we've been doing is let inflation go up because the imported products from China are going up and up and up in price. That's inflation. We keep importing everything. So he knows that. So for him to say it's transitory, he knows it's a bold face. So to be honest, he's got to stop it. He's got to stop raising. He's got to stop that weak dollar, or we're going to get killed with all this imported products. So here, let's just go to my chart here. I want to show you something. Okay, here's what I'm talking about. Think about what he's doing. He's been printing money since 2013, this idiot. And he's been printing $250 billion a month. Now, that's a lie, but let's leave that as it is. And then he takes the money and he buys treasuries. Why does he buy treasuries? Well, because he wants to push the yield down. Okay, he wants to push the yield down, interest rates. And, of course, they go in unison. Yield down, dollar down. Okay, yield up, dollar up. So, and what he's been doing, when he buys those treasuries to keep these interest rates down, and he does it to monetize the debt as well, meaning he buys all the debt from the government, buys the debt from the corporations, he's now admitting when he says, I'm going to stop printing. Now, what happens when he stops printing? When he stops printing, the dollar goes up, and so doesn't the yield go up. Wait a minute. How's that going to help him? Again, he knows he has no choice. Now, watch what happened here. We caught him manipulating the bond yield. Now, take a look at the chart here. Okay? Now, remember what happened. All this time, people have been shorting, the big institutions have been shorting the market, right? They've been shorting the dollar. Why have they been shorting the dollar? Because, again, they know that every time they print money, the dollar goes down and the yield goes down, right? So they've been shorting this damn thing. All right. So all of a sudden, when they got that announcement, what happened to the dollar? It just took off like a rocket ship right here. Look, took off like a rocket ship. But wait a minute, something happened. Remember what I told you? The yield and the dollar go in unison. When the dollar went up, the yield went up like this and stopped. Wait a minute. That kept big tech stocks going up. Wait a minute. These are supposed to go up together. I said they're manipulating it. The next day, I hear Maria Bartiromo say this.
So we know that the Fed just told us inflation is higher than we expected. The bond market is responding with a decline of 2.5 basis points on the 10-year.
So what she's saying? So she's saying, how could this be? How come the yield is not going? How is it that the yield's not going up? And because the yield's not going up, big tech stocks are going up. So he's keeping everybody happy to keep big tech stocks going up. People like Pelosi and the hedge funds. This is ridiculous. So by admitting this, okay, he's got a problem. So he's admitting it is not transitory. So what we're going to do now is this. He's going to turn around, and remember, because he's keeping the yield down here on the chart, see, keeping that yield down, he's doing it for one purpose, to keep moving up the big tech stocks. So our big tech stocks are going up. But I want you to think of this. Think of this as 160 basis points, and we're right here at 150 basis points. The closer we get to this 160 points, here's what we're going to do. we're going to switch from going long our big tech stocks, and we're going to switch to short them. And we're going to switch from shorting our bank stocks to buying them. But the key is what's going to happen between where we are now and where this gets up to 160. Now, I'm going to be watching this like a hawk, okay? And then we'll know if we're going to have a reversal between the big tech and the banks. Look, the bottom line, he's basically admitting that they're manipulating the yield. And you can tell that very simply by just simply looking at this little chart I'll put up in a second here for you. Look at this. Look how the yields have dropped. They pushed these yields down. Remember, yields were up here. See where the yields were up here? Look over here. Yields were, let me get this damn thing up. Yields were up here big time, right here. See it? Now, and then the yields have dropped all the way down here. What this is, all that printing of money, that's now killing us because the imported goods are killing us, making us pay so much money for them. Inflation is going up. So here this week, when the bank stocks went up like this, they stopped right here. They manipulated, holding it down. You can't do that forever. That's what Maria found out. I found out. I'm sure everybody's finding out. So, again, let's see what happens in the next couple of weeks or by next week. And you're going to see we're getting so close to the crash. So make sure you keep your eye on that bond yield from 140 to 160. That's the number, 140 to 160, and then we'll decide if we rotate. Look, here's what I want you to do. I want you to, please, hit like and subscribe, okay? And why don't you join the gang free for 10 days and look at my color-coded chart. It helps you big time, okay? All right, I will see you on the charts next week. Watch that yield.